Hey guys, let's talk about the condition of the lake. You know, the perception of Kentucky Lake out there is that the lake is dying, and I just want to take just a minute to just give you Brandon's thoughts on what's going on with the lake. And you know, if a conversation comes up about Kentucky Lake nowadays, it seems like that Asian carp come up. We have an Asian carp issue. It's no secret. You know, the word's out. The commercial fishermen are doing a really good job. The state's getting involved. Congress is getting involved in doing some things to help eradicate them, to speed the process along. Will we ever get rid of them? I don't know if we'll ever get rid of them and eradicate them, but I think that we're heading in the right direction as far as, you know, getting the problem resolved, getting some, you know, where the commercial fishermen can manage them. So let's talk just real quick about what I think the lake is going through. The lake is going through a natural cycle. They all do it. I've seen some of the best lakes in the country go through some bad cycles. You know, this lake has gone through it in years past. You know, that Mother Nature actually, you know, takes control, and, you know, lakes will go through cycles. And one of the biggest issues that I see right now, a couple of things that we'll talk about, is lack of bait fish. So for the last few years, you come down here in the fall, any of you guys coming down here fishing the classics and stuff, you don't see bait fish. So you go back in the creeks and they're supposed to be popping everywhere and chasing bass all over the lake, and it just don't happen. But one thing that I've saw the last couple of years, especially this year, is I think we had a good shad spawn. So I'm hoping that we're seeing that, you know, start to turn around, the lake kind of come back on a rebound. One other thing is, you know, the Asian carp are filter feeders. So they're eating up all the plankton and algae and stuff that's in the water, causing our lake to be clearer than normal. So I get the question about, why am I seeing so many smallmouth? You know, we're seeing a lot of smallmouth here compared to years past. And I think that's the reason, is because, you know, the water is a lot cleaner. So, you know, you've got the Asian carp eating up the plankton, you've got lack of bait fish. And one other thing that I think is going on, and the most important thing, is you talk to people that's catching 12 inchers, 13, 14 inchers, or big fish. Why didn't the fish get out in schools, big schools on Kentucky Lake this year like years past? And this is just my personal opinion. There's guys that's going to agree and guys that will disagree. But I personally think that we're missing about 2 years age class of fish. So we've got the small ones and we've got big ones, and those fish that typically school up out there in those mega schools, we call them, that 2 to 3 pound class of fish, they're just not there. We had bad spawns. We had, you know, water comes up, the fish try to spawn, the TVA brings the lake down. Everybody wants to point fingers at the TVA, but you've got to understand, Kentucky Lake is a holding lake. We get all of the water from the whole river system. If it floods at Pickwick, if it floods at Gunnersville, if it floods at Chickamauga, any of those, the water, you know, it comes here. So just, you know, take that for what it's worth. It's just my opinion on kind of what's going on with the lake. Lack of bait fish, lack of fish, due to, you know, bad spawns. The lake's going to come back. I promise it'll rebound. I look for 2020, 2021 for the lake to really come back, and I think you'll start seeing some changes.